Hello and welcome. It is I, Raymond Modulin, aka the Real Estate Monkey, and today we're going to talk a little bit about making your home dreams a reality. All right. So what I've done is I've sat down and I put together 10 items, and you know me, I like lists. So things you can actually enumerate and write down and check off and look at. So today we're going to talk about the 10 steps that make a buyer's home dream reality. First thing I thought of is your savings. You have got to save money and decide that you're going to put some of that money towards your house payment. Now, there's a rule of thumb. It's called 24 or 36. All right, so 24% of your income should be for your house payment. At maximum, no more than 1/3 of your monthly income should be your house payment. All right, you get anything more than that, I'm telling you right now, you're asking for problems, and you're going to end up being one of those statistics that you see in the newspapers. Down payment. You better have some money in today's market. And typically, home loans now are running anywhere from 80% leverage to 90% leverage. So you're going to need 10% to 20% of the value of the home in cash as your down payment. Now, in some cases, you can get FHA loans, and I think they just changed this up to 6%. You can ask the seller to help pay you 6% with your home loan. So down payment's number 2. You better check your credit report, and you better start doing that long before you want to start buying, because statistics have shown that 70 to 75% of all credit reports have a glitch or an error or just wrong. So you may have to get involved in there and find out that there's something that you need to fix or change or get rid of, or perhaps a bill that you've paid and they've never taken it off. So check that credit report, and you can do that. Go to freecreditreport.com is one of them that will get you there. You should get pre-qualified today. It's amazing. 3 years ago, if you could fog a mirror, had a pulse, you were going to go get a loan. And it wasn't uncommon for people like me as realtors, for clients to call me and say, hey, I want to go buy a house, and we would just jump up and go show them the house and then say, well, now go get qualified. In today's market, getting pre-qualified actually is almost now a necessity. A lot of bank-owned homes won't let you buy their house unless you're pre-qualified with them. Now, you don't necessarily need to use them as a lender, and you may have ABC brokerage that you're going to get your loan through, but they still want you to pre-qualify with them to make sure that your ABC brokerage pre-qualification letter is valid. So it's getting really strict out there. Affordability. You know, there's a rule of thumb that says about 4 times your income is the absolute max that you will ever be able to afford. So if you make $50,000 a year, a $200,000 house is the absolute max, and that's if you've got the credit, the correct credit ratio rating, if you've got your correct ratio for your debts and incomes. So keep that in mind, that your affordability, and try not to think, you know, oh, I make 20 grand and I want to go live in, you know, the ritzy area of the neighborhood, because it's not going to happen. What are your housing criteria? You need to sit down and write down a list of must-haves, and then things called wants, because those wants are going to end up being what we call throwaways, or could be throwaways. For instance, you need a list of must-haves. You must have a certain school district to keep your kids in there. You must have 3 bedrooms because of the number of children. You must have a 4-car garage because you're a car collector. Then put your wants in a separate list. Things like, I want 2 acres. I want a stream running through it. I want, you know, a dining room, formal dining room, and an eat-in kitchen. And those wants should be prioritized, so that the lower you got down the list, the less want that you actually have, or the more chance that you could say, oh, well, I'll give up the in-ground pool as long as I get all of the must-haves and these 4 or 5 wants. I'll give up that last one. And then you just keep working up the list, all right? What's the neighborhood? The neighborhood actually kind of defines the house. So like there are some neighborhoods where the houses are all brick. Some neighborhoods that what we euphemistically call the throw and goes. All the houses are 3,000 square feet. Whatever. Your neighborhood choice is also going to play an important role. And don't forget, some of those neighborhoods that are more exclusive that you want also are going to come with neighborhood homeowners associations. Make sure you check those homeowners association documents before you buy, because if you buy a home and you get into a house and you're like, well, I want to build a doghouse, and your homeowners association doesn't allow it. For instance, my homeowners association does not allow dog houses unless they are sited to match the exact type of the house, and they have to be touching the house. They don't want any freestanding dog houses. So, if that's a big issue to you, you need to know that before you purchase the house, because you can't do that. Number 9, and this is probably one of the most important, and I don't know why I didn't put it first, but you need to hire a real estate agent. I know that you think you can buy property and, I've bought cars, and you buy this and you buy that. Don't underestimate the value of a good real estate agent that's going to walk you through the whole buying process. And I'm talking about the entire process, not just showing you the house. Remember, you've got inspections, you've got all kinds of other things, the title work, going through the homeowner association documents, insurances, inspection responses, seller's disclosures, all of these issues that you may not be familiar with, the ins and outs. That's what this guy gets paid for. Now look, here's another idea. If you're on the buying side, 90% of almost all real estate transaction, the seller is paying that guy's salary anyway. So it's not like you're paying for this guy. You might as well go get somebody and let him do all the work for you, and give him that list of must-haves and that wants and all of these, and let him go out and bring you, here's a list of 10 houses, let's go look at them. So never underestimate the value of a good real estate agent. And obviously the last one is start the search. There was a recent study done that said in the year 2008, 90% of all people searched Google before they actually started looking at the MLS for real estate. So you need to keep that in mind. You can start your search now. That will be a precursor to helping you find your real estate agent, okay? So there's 10 really good ideas. You've got your savings and your monthly payment. You've got your down payment options. Make sure you check your credit report. I want you to get pre-qualified and then pre-approved with your loan. Don't forget the affordability. How much can you afford on a monthly basis? Your housing criteria is very important, your must-haves, and literally start a list, draw a line down it, put must-haves on this side and wants on this side, and take care of it. Your neighborhood choice, what the HO homeowners associations, get those documents. Get yourself a licensed real estate agent in the area that you're buying. Now, that's kind of important, especially for those of you that are relocating. You want to find somebody, and even as subtle as going from the north side of a city to the south side of the city may make a difference to that real estate agent. And then obviously just get started searching, and there are plenty of websites. You can search the Real Estate Monkeys website. You can search our local board of realtors. You can search realtor.com. There's all kinds of real estate sites that you can search, all right? So that's today's tip on buying a house and the 10 steps that'll help you, all right? Thank you for stopping by. I'm Raymond Modglin, a.k.a. the Real Estate Monkey, and we'll check you out tomorrow. Bye.